The diner's door burst open with such force that the bell snapped off. It shook. A little girl, no more than 8 years old, stumbled inside, her blonde pigtails disheveled, her face wet with tears and dirt. "Please, someone help my grandpa. He can't move. He's hurt bad," she screamed, her small voice cracking with terror. Through the window, customers could see an elderly man lying motionless in the parking lot beside an overturned wheelchair, while a black sussed away into the fading evening light. If this opening broke your heart even a little, comment stay strong. Emma, before you continue reading, before we start this story, tell us where in the world you are watching from. Also, please subscribe to the channel. It will help us to bring you more inspiring stories every day. The spring evening hung heavy over Ashford, a quiet town in central Tennessee, when Robert Hayes, a 68-year-old Korean War veteran, wheeled himself into the parking lot of Millie's diner. His granddaughter, Emma, skipped alongside him, her backpack bouncing with each step. The setting sun painted the sky in shades of orange and pink, casting long shadows across the weathered asphalt. Birds chirped in the oak trees that lined Main Street, and the air carried scent of fresh-baked bread from the bakery next door. "Grandpa, can we get chocolate milkshakes today?" Emma asked, her green eyes sparkling with hope. Robert adjusted his American flag pin on his worn denim jacket, the same jacket worn for 20 years. His wheelchair, old but well-maintained, squeaked slightly as he maneuvered around Abbott Hole. "That's exactly why we're here, sweetheart. You earned it with those trade days." They were about to enter when a black SUV pulled into the lot too fast, music pounding through the closed windows. The bass was so loud it rattled nearby car windows. Tires screeched as the vehicle came to an abrupt stop, taking up 2 parking spaces. The driver's door opened and out stepped Travis Brennan, Emma's stepfather. He wore an expensive suit with the tie loosened, his designer sunglasses reflecting the dying light. His jaw was clenched tight, his movements aggressive and deliberate. The smell of whiskey hung around him like a cloud. Robert's jaw tightened, his hands gripping the wheelchair armrest. Years of military training kicked in. He recognized danger when he saw it. "Emma, stay behind me." Travis strode over, his leather shoes clicking on the pavement with each angry step. His face was flushed red, veins visible on his temples. "Found you? Thought you could hide her from me, old man?" His words were slightly slurred, his breath coming fast and heavy. Robert kept his voice steady. "I'm not hiding anyone. Sarah asked me to pick Emma up from school. I'm her father now, and she's coming with me." Emma pressed herself against Robert's wheelchair. "I don't want to go. Mommy said to wait with Grandpa." Robert wheeled himself between Travis and Emma. "Son, I'm asking you to calm down. You don't tell me what to do." Travis grabbed the wheelchair handles and shoved hard. The wheelchair tipped, throwing Robert onto the asphalt with a sickening crash. His head struck the ground. "Grandpa," Emma screamed, dropping to her knees beside him. "Grandpa, please get up." Travis stood over them. "He fell. Not my foe." Emma's hands touched Robert's face. Blood was seeping from a cut on his temple. His eyes were open, beautiful-focused. "Grandpa, can you hear me? Grandpa?" Robert's lips moved, but no sound came out. His right arm wouldn't respond. Travis grabbed Emma's wrist. "We're leaving." "No." Emma twisted free and ran toward the diner. "Help. Someone help us. My grandpa can't move." If your heart dropped at this moment, hit like so more people see Emma's courage. Inside Millie's diner, waitress called 911, but she also sent a text to her brother, a man the locals knew as Hammer Point 3 miles away at Thunder Road Garage, Tommy. Hammer Briggs read the message. He'd served 3 tours in Afghanistan. He walked to the garage bay where 8 of his brothers from the Thunder Valley Riders were working. "We got a situation," he said quietly. "One of ours needs us." Within 20 minutes, they knew everything. By the time the sun began to set, the sound began. 1 engine, then 5, then 15. Then 40. The Thunder Valley Riders were rolling. At Ashford Regional Hospital, Robert lay in a gurney while doctors rushed around him. Emma hadn't left his side. "Mr. Hayes, can you tell me where you are?" a doctor asked. Robert's mouth moved, but the words came out slurred. "Emma. I'm here, Grandpa," Emma whispered. The doctor's expression grew grave. "We need a CT scan immediately. Traumatic brain injury and possible spinal damage." A nurse tried to lead Emma away. "Sweetheart, you need to let the doctors work. I can't leave him," Emma said. "He's all I have." "What about your parents?" Emma's face crumpled. "My real daddy died when I was 3, and Travis is the one who hurt." "Grandpa, if this line hit your heart, drop a comment saying you're not alone, Emma. Your support matters." Outside in the parking lot, the rumble grew into a roar. 40 motorcycles filled every parking space. their riders wearing leather vests with patches earned through loyalty. And Brotherhood. Hammer walked through the emergency room doors. The receptionist looked up, her eyes widening. I'm here to see Robert Hayes, Hammer said. Are you family? We're all family. Tell him the brothers are here. Emma peered around the corner and saw men and women in leather filling the hallway. Hammer walked over and knelt to her level. Hey there, you're Emma, right? My name's Shammer. I heard what happened to your grandpa. He can't move, Emma whispered. The doctors say his brain is hurt. Hammer's jaw clenched, but his voice remained gentle. Your grandpa is a hero. He served his country, and we take care of our heroes. We're here to make sure he gets help, and I'll make sure the person who hurt him faces what he did. But Travis is lawyers, Emma said. He always gets away with things. Hammer smiled. Not this time. Not with us watching. A doctor emerged. Mr. Hayes has suffered a traumatic brain injury. We're prepping him for emergency surgery. Will he be okay? Emma asked. The doctor knelt. We're going to do everything we can, sweetheart. Emma rushed into the room where Robert lay hooked up to machines. Grandpa, it's me. The doctors are going to fix you, and there are people here who will want to help. They're bikers, Grandpa. Robert's eyes fluttered open. Heck couldn't speak, but his gaze found Emma's face. I love you. Grandpa. It's with the district attorney and about 500 people on social media. Travis's lawyer whispered urgently. Travis's swagger crumbled. This isn't over. You're right. Hammer called. It's just beginning. Emma's mother, Sarah, arrived, her face pale. She pulled Emma into her arms. My baby, I'm so sorry. Mommy, why did Travis hurt Grandpa? Sarah had no answer. Hammer approached. Ma'am, I'm Tommy Briggs. We're here to help. Sarah looked at the writers. I don't understand. Who are you? People who believe some things are worth standing up for. Your father served his country. What happened today isn't something we let slide. Robert's surgery lasted for hours. Dr. Lynn emerged cautiously optimistic. The surgery went well. We relieved the pressure on his brain, but the next 72 hours are critical. But he will wake up. Emma asked desperately. Dr. Lynn knelt. I believe so. Your grandpa is incredibly strong. He's a fighter. Over the following days, the Thunder Valley Riders became a permanent fixture. They brought food, toys for Emma, and hope. But more than that, they brought something the hospital had never seen. A sense of real security. Nurses whispered about them in break rooms. Patients asked who they were. Some people were intimidated at first, seeing the leather and the patches, the rough edges, and weathered faces. But then they'd see Hammer reading picture books to Emma in the waiting room. His deep voice gentle as he turned each page. They'd watch as Crusher, a massive man with arms like tree trunks and a scar across his cheek, carefully braided Emma's hair when Sarah was too exhausted to do it herself. They'd witness Wheels, the oldest member at 73, sitting quietly beside Robert's bed at 3 a.m., keeping watch while family slept. My son's in the army, a nurse told Hammer during a shift change. Deployed in Afghanistan right now. Thank you for what you're doing here, for remembering what service means. Hammer nodded, his expression somber. We don't forget our brothers. Ever. Tell your son to stay safe out there. The hospital staff started bringing the bikers coffee, sandwiches, homemade cookies. A janitor named Miguel, whose father had served in Vietnam, shook each rider's hand. The security guards, initially nervous, became their allies, sharing information about Travis's attempts to visit. He tried to come up through the emergency entrance. One guard told Hammer on the second night. Had his lawyer with him, talking about parental rights. We told them visiting hours were over. Appreciate you. Hammer said. No. We appreciate you. The guard replied. My uncle's a vet. Lost both legs in Desert Storm. If someone hurt him like this, I'd want people like you to show up. If you believe every veteran deserves protection like Robert received, comment respect. Word spread through Ashford about what was happening. At the hospital. Local businesses started contributing. The diner sent meals. A toy store donated a tablet loaded with movies for Emma. A bookstore brought a box of novels for long nights of waiting. Even people who'd never met. Robert Hayes felt compelled to help, moved by the story of a veteran attacked, and a community responding together. But they also went to work behind the scenes. Hammer called investigative journalist Rachel Torres. He gave her everything: the video, medical reports, witness statements, Travis's history of swept-aside complaints. Rachel watched the video 3 times. This is assault, possibly attempted murder. Can you run with it? Hammer asked. I can make this a national story. Within 48 hours, the story broke. Local news picked it up first, showing the parking lot video alongside interviews with witnesses. Then state networks ran with it. By the third day, national morning shows were discussing the case. Disabled veteran attacked by abusive stepfather while protecting granddaughter. The video went viral, -20 million views in 72 hours. Comments poured in from across the world. Veterans organizations issued statements. Politicians condemned the attack. Celebrities shared the story. #Justice for Robert trended for 3 straight days, but it wasn't just online outrage. Real-world consequences hit Travis like a truck. His real estate company's clients vanished. Contracts canceled. Partnerships dissolved. His business partner publicly severed ties. We cannot and will not associate with someone who will commit such an act of violence against a vulnerable member of our community. Restaurants refused to serve him. His gym revoked membership. His country club asked him to resign. Friends crossed the street to avoid him. His social media filled with thousands of angry messages. His real estate office received nonstop angry calls. His family's law firm refused to defend him. Even his mother said she was ashamed. Travis hid in his luxury condo, drinking heavily, watching his life collapse. On the third night, he heard it. The rumble. 40 dashed motorcycles pulled into his parking lot. The riders dismounted slowly. Hammer walked to his door and knocked. "I know you're in there, Travis. We're not leaving until we talk." Travis opened the door a crack, eyes bloodshot. "What do you want?" "We want you to understand what you did. We want you to see what you really are." "I know what I am. The whole world told me, do you? You don't see Emma crying herself to sleep. You don't watch Robert Hayes fighting for his life because you had a temper tantrum." Travis broke. "I didn't mean, that's the problem. You never think. Tomorrow morning, you're turning yourself in. You're confessing to assault. You're accepting the consequences." "Why would I?" Hammer leaned in. "Because if you don't, we make this worse. Wherever you go, we go. Every job, every city, people will know exactly who you are." Travis slumped. "I'm already ruined." "No. But you will be. Unless you face what you did. If you believe accountability matters, smash that like button." The bikers left, engines rumbling like thunder. At 8 a.m., Travis walked into the police department. "I'm here to turn myself in for the assault of Robert Hayes." By noon, the news exploded. Again. At the hospital, Robert had begun to wake. His speech was slurred and his right side weak, but he could communicate. Emma sat beside him. "The bikers, Grandpa, they helped us. They made Travis confess." Robert's eyes filled with tears. "Good people." Hammer visited that afternoon. "How you feeling, brother?" That night, as the riders prepared to leave, Hammer walked to Robert. "We're heading out, brother. You good?" Robert gripped his hand. "More than good, because of you." Hammer shook his head. "We just did what was right. You did the hard part, surviving, showing that girl how to be strong." As the motorcycles rumbled into the night, Emma waved until the last taillight disappeared. "They'll come back, right, Grandpa?" "Always. Sweetheart. That's what family does." 2 years later, Emma Hayes stood in front of her class presenting her report on heroes. "Most people think heroes wear capes," she said. "But heroes are really just people who stand up when it matters. My grandpa is a hero. The Thunder Valley Riders are heroes. And my mom is a hero because she found courage to leave someone who hurt us." Her teacher smiled. "And what about you, Emma?" Emma thought seriously. "I'm working on it. Heroes aren't born. They're made by the choices they make. And every day, I'm trying to make the right choices." In the back, Robert watched with tears in his eyes. After class, as they walked to the parking lot, a familiar rumble grew louder. Hammer, then a dozen riders pulled up. "What are you doing here?" Emma asked, her face lighting up. "Heard you gave a presentation on heroes," Hammer said. "Thought we'd stop by." Emma hugged him tightly. "You're the best." "No." Hammer corrected gently. "You are. We just showed you what was already inside you." Hanging in Robert's house was a photograph from that first charity event. Robert, Emma, and all 40 to Thunder Valley Riders. Below it, a plaque Emma made. "Courage is standing up when you're scared. Love is standing up for others. Family is who stands with you." And somewhere on the roads of Tennessee, the Thunder Valley Riders continued their watch, guardians of those who couldn't guard themselves. Proof that honor still lived in the hearts of those who chose to carry it. If this story moved you, hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon. Tell us in the comments, would you stand up for a stranger like they did? Until next time, stand strong and stand together.